Why do you exist? I don't mean in a philosophical way. I'm talking practical stuff here. The stuff that gets you earning so that you can build the life that you want. The biggest problem that everybody I interview, coach, train, work with has is that they don't have the answer to this very simple but deep question, which means they have three problems. They blend in, they don't stand out, they're just another option, them and everybody else in their niche. Two, they spend a lot of time, energy, money trying to get potential clients to know about them and ideally choose them. Three, they waste time filtering out the wrong clients, or worse, they end up working with the wrong type of client. And if you've ever done this, you know how much energy and effort and time can be wasted. Plus, of course, this can really damage your reputation. The question is simple. Why do you exist? Crafting an answer can be really painful, but it's so important you do this. Here's why. Without it, the right people for you won't know why they should choose you. And the right people for you won't think of you when they have an issue, a problem, a pain that you can do something about. I've interacted with well over 10,000 people as guests on my TV program, on stage when I'm moderating and chairing panels and discussions and conferences, people who I train, people who I coach, people who I work with. You know, we're talking about many thousands of people, and they all do this. They share answers that are generic, samey, vanilla, and that are not about them, what makes them unique, them stand out, them different to the rest, to the people in their niche, to the competition. And here's a great way of figuring out whether you're doing this. I always say to my clients, they've given me an answer, they've given me a statement, they've shared what their brilliance is and their go-to is. And I say to them, if I was to swap your name or your company name and use a competitor's name, would the answer still hold? Would it still apply? The answer is yes when we first start working together. The answers that they give could be used by a competitor. Figure out if the same applies to you. So what are you the go-to person for? Why should somebody choose you? What do you do? Why do you exist? If your answer can be used by somebody else in your niche, then you're not getting it right. I'm talking about fundamental core differences, things that tell people exactly why you are the only person for this issue. You are the best option when it comes to this thing. Why your product, your service is the ultimate answer. Here are words that you are not going to use. Things like value, unique, innovation, best, leading, biggest, and insert your niche. No, this is not the way to go. It's not how you get the right attention from the right people for you. If this is you, how can you make sure that your ideal client knows about you, says yes to you, wants you, when they have a problem that you are the best person to fix? It starts with you answering the question for yourself first. Why do you exist? And here are three things that will help you answer it. What three pain points does your company help with? Scrap that. What three pain points does your ideal client or customer have? That's the way to think of it. Write down three. What questions do you get asked that are the result of that pain? Write down three. And here's the most important thing for you to drill down to. Define what's different about the way you do things, the solutions, the thought process, the how that you do that brings about the best result for your client, that's different to the competition. Always think through the lens of how are we different to the others in our niche? And this is the pain that our best client has, our best type of client. And this is the exact point on their journey when they need us most. And then every time you have the opportunity to share what you know and do, it could be at a pitch conference, you're speaking internally, you're speaking to a colleague, you're speaking at a meeting. Every time you have the opportunity to share what you know and do, you share through that lens, the lens of what makes you different, unique, stand out. Reference the pain that your ideal client is experiencing. They'll really perk up when you do. And talk about the exact point at which they need you most. Now, this is magic because it does two things which are so vital for you, for your success. One, it highlights what you bring to every and any relationship. You, not somebody else like you. It could be with clients, colleagues, internal, external. Being known for this is great, and it leads on to point two. It means that the right people for you want more of you, and the wrong people for you, they filter themselves out. How would that feel? Attracting the right people, repelling the wrong people. Think about how much time, effort, energy you'd save and how your reputation would skyrocket. I find a great way to get you thinking about what you do differently is for you to drill down to and contemplate why you exist. Why do you exist? And you do this by going over the steps I've just shared. So go back over this video, write down the questions, write down the answers, and then write down your new answers tomorrow. Your answers will evolve with time, and that's good because your brain will start thinking in a different way. If you do this and you share this information, the right people will start paying more attention to you. You will attract the right types of opportunities for you. If you don't, well, you'll be just another option if you're lucky. And you'll be wasting a lot of time, energy, money, effort on trying to be known by the right types of people for you and trying to get them to choose you. If this is interesting, then be sure to check out this next video. In it, I take you through why being a person of influence is so important to you, not to be confused with being an influencer. I'll see you there. Bye.